Good morning, Senior High. Today is Friday, May 8th. So here's what we have going on today. You have a playtest due over Quad City Stomp. It's not too many measures. Make sure that gets in. Make sure that you have your listening project over the Star Wars John Williams stuff done. That was on Wednesday. So those two things have to be in. You'll also notice that I have a lot of emails or private messages out to you about the final project. And I just want to explain what that means. Your final project is basically what I would have graded our concert on. So I don't get to give you a concert grade because I don't get to do a concert, but I need some sort of final project for that grade. And that's when I'm counting these small ensembles. So a lot of you turn in a recording that is ready. And so I just put in your comments that this is ready to go. Send me this in an email. I did ask you to send it to a separate email because my husband is the one who's going to be putting it together. He will not have access to my school account. And so I have you sending it to a different account so that he can be able to access it on the computer program that he needs to use to put them together. So if I gave you some comments about like, oh, we just got to fix some rhythms or some notes, please work on that so you can give me the final recording in an email format. I can't take them off of Classroom to do that. It's in a different format that Tyler can't use. So you'll need to email me, and that's fine. And then he'll start putting them together. Typically, the platform I use to do this is YouTube. The settings that I'm going to use to put these together, I'm going to put a specific privacy setting on them. And so what that means is you can't search for this. No one could type in your name or the name of this piece and find it. Or people cannot, I don't even know how they would come across it, but people can't comment on it either. So let's say you shared it with your parent or grandparent, they couldn't comment on the video either. So that setting would be turned off, but it still technically is on YouTube. If you are uncomfortable with that, or you don't want, or your parents don't want that even to be on YouTube, there are two things we can do. One, my husband can put it together just as an MP4, which is a little harder. Sometimes devices might not be able to read it, which is fine. We can do it that way. Or you can just send me an email and say, I do not want to be a part of the final project. And then I will count that email as your final project. You just won't be in that digital compilation of all the parts. So you won't see yourself, hear yourself in that. So if you don't want to be a part of that, I just need you to tell me that, but I still need an email of your final project. That can be just put on Classroom, but I need to still have it as flawless as possible because think about it, it's the concert, right? So it's your final project. It needs to be pretty good. So if you are having issues with rhythms or notes or things that we maybe didn't get to cover in sectionals, I can make videos of your parts. We can have a separate Google Meet. Just let me know what you need so that your final project is ready. So that's what I want really worked on today. If we can have them in, it'll take a little bit. It takes my husband a while to put these all together. And so if you could try to get that into me today. Otherwise, next week I'll be letting you know if you're ready or not. And then we're going to talk next week about how to turn in materials because I will need to have music and binders back. Okay, so that'll be next week, and that's why you won't have a play test the very last week of school because I'll probably need to take your music back. Besides pep band, you can keep pep band, and we'll talk about that as well next week. So for today, I just want the Quad City Stomp play test in. And then I need you to talk to me about that final project. If you're ready to go and you're cool that it's going to be on a private video on YouTube, then we'll get trucking on that. Otherwise, just send me your final project and we'll count that for your grade. All right, bye.